multi-class magic. Hello there everyone and welcome to OpenFed Gaming. You're listening to the OpenFed. Today in Grid Legends we are driving a DMG Colossus. And we're driving it through the streets of Moscow, where Yumi, my Seneca Racing team partner, returns to the fight. We're driving in a race of the Gauntlet series called the multi-class. We're doing 3 laps. We started out at 12th of 16, which means that we had 11 cars in front of us and 4 trucks behind us. And we started with a rolling start. Now, this is a difficult race to win because, he spun out. Unless, of course, they take themselves out of the race like that for you. Other than that, it's a difficult race to win because the cars that are in front of us are little minis. And they're hard to catch up to. And when you do catch up to them, they're hard to pass. But that's okay, because it's all part of the game. Now, the Seneca Racing team would like us to finish 5th or higher to place in a good spot for our season, the pro season, which is quickly coming to an end with only a few races left to go. Now, 5th or higher might be good for the Seneca Racing team, but it's not good enough for the OpenFed. We want to finish first. We always want to finish first, and then we do the best we can, and wherever we end up is where we end up. But first is what we aspire to be. So we've passed a few cars here now. We're in 8th spot, so we still got 7 minis in front of us, but they're spread out pretty good. And we've already finished the first lap. Now this hulking giant of a semi-front truck, the DMG Colossus, is quite a hefty beast to drive. He takes the corners wide, he takes a while to come up to speed. He's not that maneuverable. However, we're going to do our best as we're catching up to this little mini that's lost his door somewhere along the way, but no driver door. Well, that makes it nice and cool for him with a little breeze blowing in. As we're coming around the corner here with Grid Legends, you always have to be aware of cars wiping out in front of you. Okay? Which means that at any point, one of these guys can spin out, they can flip out, they can do whatever. But the hard part, or the difficult part, is to be able to catch yourself in time and miss them so that you don't run into them and that they don't take you out too. So we'll keep an eye out for that as we're trying to catch up to the next guy and then find a spot where we can pass him in, because it's getting awful tough through these narrow little streets here. You know, it's really hard to catch up to them, and then it's really hard to pass them. But those two are done, especially that one that flipped over. Boy, I tell you. Like I said, you gotta watch out, because they will flip out in front of you where they get tagged by one of the other cars, or they turn their steering wheel too fast. I don't know what they're doing, but boy, I tell you, if they hit you, you're done too. We don't want that to happen. So we're gonna keep racing here. We were lucky to get by him. We still got 4 cars in front of us. Well, well, maybe not. I thought maybe we could get by these guys here, but boy, they're hard to overtake, especially on the corners, because they're so much quicker through the corners than I am, you know. So we're in our 3rd lap. The straight stretches is the only place where you're gonna have a chance to get by these guys. So we take our chances when the opportunity arises, and we don't look back. Now we've only got 2 guys left in front of us, and we've already accomplished what the Seneca Racing team wants us to do, and that's finish 5th or higher. We're sitting at 3rd, and now we're at 2nd, and he didn't want to move over, so now we're sitting in 1st place, and we're gonna keep ripping and not give them a chance to catch back up again. Although they're right behind you, and they're not gonna let up, but that's okay, because even if they catch up to me, I'm such a big vehicle on these tiny, narrow little streets. It's going to be really difficult for anybody to pass me. So we're just going to keep ripping here and not look back and only go forwards, because the only thing that matters is what's in front of us. And what's coming up real soon is the checkered flag. I sure enjoy driving this big truck, even though it's a lumbering giant. It is enjoyable, and I hope you like watching it. Hope to see you back here again real soon at OpenFed Gaming. You've been riding shotgun in the DMG Colossus with the Opafett.